Have you ever found yourself struggling to save for a big purchase or a rainy day fund, even when you're budgeting and cutting expenses? We'll take a closer look at why saving money can be challenging and how you can overcome those obstacles to take control of your finances. Reason 1. We live in a consumerist society that encourages us to spend. It's no secret that our society places a lot of value on material possessions. Advertisements bombarding us with the latest and greatest products, social media influencers flaunting their designer brands, and even our own peers and family members pressuring us to keep up with the Joneses. All of these factors contribute to the pressure to spend money, and it can be difficult to resist the temptation to indulge in a little retail therapy. But it's important to recognize that this pressure to spend is not necessarily a natural or healthy part of human behavior. It's a marketing tactic used by companies to sell more products and make more profit. And while there's nothing wrong with treating yourself or buying something you really need, it's important to be mindful of the role that consumerism plays in your spending habits. By understanding that we live in a consumerist society and the ways in which it encourages us to spend money, we can take a step back and evaluate whether our purchases are truly necessary or if they're driven by external factors. This awareness can help us make more mindful and responsible spending decisions. Reason 2. Emergencies or unexpected expenses can derail our savings plans. No matter how carefully we budget and plan, unexpected expenses can always crop up. A car breakdown, a medical emergency, or a natural disaster can throw a wrench in our finances and leave us scrambling to come up with the necessary funds. These types of emergencies are especially difficult because they often come with a sense of urgency. We may feel pressure to come up with the money right away, which can lead us to make hasty financial decisions that aren't in our best interest. For example, we may turn to high-interest credit cards or loans to cover the cost, which can further strain our finances in the long run. It's important to have a plan in place for handling emergencies and unexpected expenses. This may include setting aside a small emergency fund, having insurance coverage, and considering alternative sources of funding such as borrowing from a trusted friend or family member. By being prepared for the unexpected, we can minimize the impact of emergencies on our savings. Reason 3. It's easy to fall into bad financial habits. Saving money requires discipline and a commitment to making smart financial decisions. However, it can be easy to fall into bad habits that sabotage our efforts to save. For example, we may be tempted to skip budgeting, overspend on non-essential items, or ignore bills until they're past due. These types of behaviors can have a negative impact on our financial health and make it difficult to save money. Not only do they drain our resources in the short term, but they can also lead to long-term financial problems such as high debt and poor credit. To break these bad habits, it's important to take a proactive approach to managing our finances. This may include setting financial goals, creating and following a budget, and seeking out resources and education to improve our financial literacy. By being proactive and mindful of our financial habits, we can take control of our finances and make saving money a priority. Saving money can be a challenge, but it's not impossible. By taking a proactive approach and implementing a few key strategies, we can make saving money easier and more achievable. In this chapter, we'll outline 10 steps you can take to improve your financial situation and make saving money a priority. Whether you're just starting out on your financial journey or you're looking for ways to tune your budget and boost your savings, these steps can help you reach your goals. So let's get started. Step 1. Set specific, achievable financial goals. The first step to saving money is to define what you're saving for and why. Having a clear goal in mind can help you stay motivated and focused on your financial priorities. When setting your financial goals, it's important to be specific and achievable. Rather than saying, "I want to save more money," try setting a specific goal, such as, "I want to save $500 for a down payment on a car." This goal is specific and achievable because it has a clear target amount and a timeline. It's also helpful to set both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals can help you stay motivated and see progress quickly, while long-term goals can keep you focused on the bigger picture. For example, a short-term goal might be to save $200 for a vacation in 6 months, while a long-term goal might be to save $10,000 for a down payment on a house in 5 years. By setting specific, achievable financial goals, you can stay motivated and focused on saving money. Step 2. Make a budget and stick to it. A budget is a financial plan that outlines how you will allocate your income and expenses. It's an important tool for saving money because it helps you track your spending, identify areas where you can cut costs, and allocate your money towards your financial goals. To create a budget, start by listing all of your income sources and expenses. Be sure to include both fixed expenses, such as rent or car payments, and variable expenses, such as groceries or entertainment. Once you have a complete list, compare your income and expenses to see where you can make cuts or redirect funds towards your goals. It's important to stick to your budget once you've created it. This may mean saying no to non-essential expenses or finding creative ways to save money on everyday expenses. By being mindful of your spending and staying within your budget, you'll be able to make the most of your money and reach your financial goals more quickly. Step 3. Cut unnecessary expenses. Before we get to that, I would like to introduce the sponsor of this video, the Frugal Living Handbook. Our comprehensive ebook covers everything you need to know about living a frugal and rewarding life, including creating a budget, identifying areas for cost cutting, and much more. Order our ebook via the first link in the video description and start your journey towards financial stability and security. Now let's get back into the video. One way to save money is to cut unnecessary expenses from your budget. This can be a tough step, but it's often necessary to make progress on your financial goals. To identify unnecessary expenses, take a close look at your budget and consider which expenses are truly essential and which ones can be cut or reduced. Some common areas to consider include subscription services, dining out, and entertainment. It's important to be honest with yourself when evaluating your expenses. While it may be tough to give up some of your favorite activities, the financial benefits of cutting unnecessary expenses can be significant. By cutting these expenses, you'll free up more money to put towards your financial goals. Step 4. Automate your savings. Saving money requires discipline, and it can be easy to fall off track if you have to rely on your own willpower to set aside money each month. That's where automation comes in. By setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account, you can ensure that you're consistently saving money without having to remember to do it manually. To automate your savings, start by deciding how much you want to save each month. This may be a fixed amount or a percentage of your income. Then set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account on a regular basis, such as every payday. You can do this through your bank's online platform or by setting up automatic payments through your budgeting app. Automating your savings can help you save money consistently and reach your financial goals more quickly. It's a simple step that can have a big impact on your financial success. Step 5. Find ways to increase your income. Increasing your income is another effective way to save money. While it may not be possible to boost your salary overnight, there are many ways you can increase your income in the short term. Here are a few ideas. Ask for a raise or negotiate for a higher salary when you start a new job. Take on freelance or part-time work in addition to your full-time job. Rent out a spare room on Airbnb or turn a hobby into a side hustle. Sell items you no longer need or use through online marketplaces or garage sale. By increasing your income, you'll have more money to put towards your financial goals and increase your overall savings. It's an effective way to give your savings a boost and get closer to achieving your financial goals. Step 6. Use cash instead of credit. Credit cards can be a convenient way to pay for purchases, but they can also make it easier to overspend. When we use credit, we may be less aware of the money we're actually spending because we're not physically handing over cash. This can lead to overcharging and racking up high balances on our credit cards, which can be difficult to pay off. To avoid overspending with credit, try using cash instead. This means withdrawing a set amount of cash each month and using it to pay for your expenses. When the cash is gone, you'll have to stop spending until you can refill your wallet. This can help you stay within your budget and avoid overcharging on your credit cards. Using cash instead of credit can also help you be more mindful of your spending. When you have to physically hand over cash for a purchase, it can be easier to consider whether it's a necessary expense or not. This can help you make more responsible spending decisions and save money in the long run. Step 7. Avoid impulse purchases. Impulse purchases are unplanned purchases that we make on the spur of the moment. They can be tempting, especially when we see a sale or a particularly appealing product, but they can also be a major drain on our budget. To avoid impulse purchases, it's important to plan ahead and stick to your budget. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it's something you truly need or if it's just a momentary temptation. If it's not a necessary expense, consider waiting a few days or weeks to see if you still want it. This can help you avoid making impulsive decisions that may not align with your financial goals. You can also try using cash instead of credit to avoid impulse purchases. When you have to physically hand over cash for a purchase, you may be more likely to consider whether it's a responsible decision. By avoiding impulse purchases, you can save money and stay on track with your financial goals. Step 8. Shop around for the best deals. We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. One way to save money is to be a savvy shopper. This means looking for the best deals and discounts on the products and services you need. By shopping around and comparing prices, you can often find better deals and save money in the process. Here are a few tips for finding the best deals. Use price comparison websites or apps to find the best prices on products. Sign up for newsletters or follow your favorite stores on social media to stay informed about sales and discounts. Look for coupons or promo codes before making a purchase. Consider purchasing gently used or refurbished items instead of brand new ones. By shopping around and looking for the best deals, you can save money on the products and services you need. This can free up more money to put towards your financial goals and help you save more money in the long run. Step 9. Negotiate bills and expenses. Another way to save money is to negotiate your bills and expenses. This may not be possible for everything, but it's worth considering for bills and expenses that are negotiable. For example, you may be able to negotiate a lower interest rate on your credit card, a lower monthly cable bill, or a lower price on a service or product. It's important to do your research and have a clear idea of what you're willing to pay before negotiating. This can help you get the best deal possible and save money in the process. It may feel intimidating to negotiate, especially if you're not used to it, but remember, the worst that can happen is that the other party says no. In the best case scenario, you could save a significant amount of money. It's worth a try. By negotiating your bills and expenses, you can save money on the things you need and use that money to reach your financial goals. It's a simple step that can have a big impact on your budget. Step 10. Seek out financial resources and education. To save money effectively, it's important to have a good understanding of personal finance and budgeting. This can help you make informed decisions about your money and reach your financial goals more efficiently. There are many resources available to help you improve your financial literacy and learn more about managing your money. Some options include taking a personal finance course or workshop, reading personal finance books or blogs, seeking out financial advisors or counselors, asking a trusted friend or family member for guidance. By seeking out financial resources and education, you can gain the knowledge and skills you need to manage your money effectively and save more money in the long run. Don't be afraid to seek out help or advice when you need it. It's an important step towards financial success. Saving money can be a challenge, but it's an important step towards financial stability and security. By following the 10 steps, you can make saving money easier and more achievable. But the journey doesn't end here. Check the first link in the description for our Frugal Living ebook. It's never too late to start making smart financial decisions.